So it's like a triple motivation whammy. Whammy! Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode. Today, just finished off a lovely steady state UT2 workout, average heart rate 123 according to the watch, but that's a little bit lower than it actually was because I actually had to split the erg up into two because there was a delivery, so I had to go answer the door and stay away from the delivery man. But so I split it up into a 46 and a 44 minute with an average split. So one of them was 58 and the other one was 57. So basically a 57.5 for 90 minutes, about 23 and a bit K. Pretty good. But we're not talking about UT2 today or heart rates. We're talking about entertaining yourself on the rowing machine and what I like to watch on the rowing machine. But before we do that, how do I even watch things on the rowing machine? Well, one of these. Nope, not the phone as I throw the phone away. One of these bad boys. So it's really, really simple. It's a Concept 2, or this one at least is a Concept 2, pretty sure. Phone cradle. You can get them on eBay, you can get them on Amazon, but actually I think the cheapest one, I think this was £4, was on the Concept 2 website. I'll put the link in the description below for that, but that just makes it really easy to have your phone or whatever device you have, if it's phone size, on top of the erg to watch some awesome content. But if you don't have one of those, another tip if you're going to be waiting on delivery for one of those is you can put your phone right about here and it'll look something like this. And so then you can sort of mount your phone as well. You can maybe put a little band or t-shirt underneath so it's angled up. You can have a look down there. But that means you're going to have to be looking down the whole time. The benefit of the cradle means that you are in a better head position. So we have some sort of device to hold your device to watch the content. Let me know in the comments below what you like to watch, but I'm going to let you guys know what I like to watch, and maybe it's the same things, or maybe it'll be things that you haven't heard of before, or channels that you haven't heard of before that you might be interested in. I find when people talk about what they watch on YouTube, it reveals quite a lot about them and sort of what goes on in their head. And obviously everyone's YouTube history is very, very varied, but today what I was watching, I ended up, so basically on the 90-minute ergs, I start off watching something, I'll flick through my recommended videos, and then as the videos go through, I'll have a little search through mid-erg, sort of just flick through and see if anything pops up. But today's sort of playlist, I'll put the link in the description to all the channels, included channels like Linus Tech Tips, one of the biggest tech YouTubers on the YouTube, basically talking about building computers. Today I was watching him build a battery pack. Very, very techy, but if you're into that, then definitely go visit him if you haven't already. Frono's Photo, I put him on. He is it's a new take, or newish take on photography, and today he was talking about the new cameras coming out, so he does quite a lot of sort of updates and news. Then finally finished off with a little bit of slow-mo guys, and if you haven't seen them, then basically all they do is pretty awesome, is film things in slow motion and then you watch them, and that is it. And it turns out that when things are slowed down, not just slowed down like I could with this camera, but slowed down to an insane level where it just makes things look completely different. So whether it's explosions, so I think one of the videos I watched was following a tank shell, literally following the bullet that a tank shoots through the air and watch it explode. Today's video, they were slow-moing some glitter to try and actually break sort of the compression algorithm, again a bit techie, for YouTube, which was really interesting, both on the techie side of things and just watching them send glitter around their sort of isolation type scenario. But there are so many different YouTube channels out there. Again, let me know in the comments below what your favorite is. A couple that I haven't watched today, you've got the channels like the classic Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect is sort of that YouTube story, make it happen if you really put the work into it. They started off with just a couple of brothers, a couple of friends, making trick shots like in their back garden shooting a basketball and filming it. And now they've got a massive warehouse. They just, well, they don't do too much in isolation, but just different things like ping pong trick shots, card trick shots, airplane trick shots, basketball, anything that you can imagine to do trick shots with. And sometimes it's just outrageous to watch. And then another channel that I've been watching quite recently, actually, something that I didn't really anticipate watching, it's called the Total Running Productions, and it just popped up on my channel. I watched some sport channels, and this one popped up and said we're recommended to watch this. And it was about a 400 meter runner. Then it took me through sort of Usain Bolt's career. Then it took me through sort of the top world records of track and field. But when you're watching content on YouTube or Netflix or whatever it is, when you're watching anything, if it can bring out some emotion, then it's like, oh, this is some good stuff. So I really recommend watching them, Total Running Productions, because I was watching some of the videos and it's not like I got sad or I got really happy. It was like a motivating channel for me to watch, watching some of these athletes progress through their career, some of them against all odds, some of them just producing numbers are absolutely outrageous. And when you're on the air doing something that you're trying to improve yourself with, and then watching people that are at the top of their game, seeing them, how they've improved, is just gives that little bit of motivation on top of the little bit of motivation that you get from the variation that is given by watching different YouTube videos. So it's like a triple motivation whammy by watching just different content on the line. And then you've got another category of channels that I like to watch, like Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat and Mate Hopla. But like I said, I'll put the link in the description below. But those three, all sort of vloggers, and I watch them both to have a look at how can I improve my videoing, how can I improve my vlogging, what can I include in my videos, what can I not, what have they done to be successful, what could I incorporate what they do into my videos to help mine. Peter McKinnon and Matt, they both do sort of camera related tutorials as well, and sometimes even some editing tutorials, which are really awesome to watch. And just seeing, okay, well, if I can edit this video that way, will it make it better? And then you can see their tutorials and see how you can actually do those different effects and whatnot, which again can add to the variation, can add to the motivation, and then hopefully lead to better videos for the Yam Squad to watch, and also make it a little bit more interesting for me to watch. And then Casey Neistat, the OG vlogger, pretty much the person who started all vlogging, or the format of vlogging, way before YouTube even existed. Although he doesn't post it very often anymore, just going back, if you haven't already, just watching his videos. He's got, I think he has, well, he definitely has hundreds of videos up there anyway. He vlogged for years at a time, and seeing the production quality, the effort he puts into every single video is insane. And just as he grew as a YouTuber, as he grew as a person, as he got older, more experienced, he could end up just making videos that were just absolutely outrageous. So instead of being in isolation or maybe going rowing on the water or maybe going to the gym, he's doing things like riding a helicopter and then flying through. Living in New York was a huge thing for him, being a huge set for him, making everything really varied and interesting, but just doing things that people wouldn't necessarily get an opportunity to do. And then put it in his daily vlogs, his daily videos, his daily life. Just absolutely outrageous. And then you have for him, just the amount of stuff he did, put it on sort of a timeline, it almost seems like the man never slept. So you've got loads of different people, loads of different channels to watch. Like I said, linked in the description below. Hopefully you can see them, and if you haven't watched them already, you can have a little look. Obviously, some of them might not be to your taste, like the couple, like Lines Tech Tips. So if you're not into sort of CPU speeds or the new graphics cards coming out, or AMD versus Intel, whatever it is, then maybe stay away from that channel. But if you're into other things like improving your camera skills, Peter McKinnon, pretty good channel for that. And if you're just looking for something to sit down and watch, I would say Casey Neistat, or even Dude Perfect. You could watch just their videos on loop and just be in awe. Absolutely amazing. And like I said, if you're looking for some videos to watch that may not necessarily be videos that you may think you may be motivated by, but Total Running Productions, just have a look at their videos about sort of the epic athletes that they've done videos on. They just popped up on my channel, I think 2-3 days ago, and it makes you sort of think, wow, those people are doing just amazing things. Hopefully doing what I'm doing now can help me progress to see how fast I can go, whether it's on the erg or whether for you, if you're on any other machine while you're watching these videos or doing anything that you want to be good at, then hopefully it'll motivate you to do so. But that will be it for today's episode, Yam Squad. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a shorter one again, just having a little bit of chat. Hopefully you can use these videos to motivate you through the isolation. And like I said about 4 times already, let me know in the comments below what you watch on YouTube or Netflix or whatever it is, so that then I can have a look at those channels and see, or maybe they'll motivate me a bit more in isolation, and then we can have a little conversation and see, maybe we can end up making a playlist for sort of videos to watch while you're on the erg. And one thing, a little bonus tip if you made it this far, one of the members of the Yam Squad that is on the Yam Squad training program, they're asking, just what do you watch? How can I look at more rowers to watch? Well, there are so many rowing videos on YouTube that you can see that are made by amazing athletes that are so technically good on, whether it's the erg on the boat, that you can watch while on the erg to sort of make you think like you're either on the water or somewhere else training, or that you can look at them and say, okay, they're doing this with their arms, their legs, their back. Can I do the same and improve my technique? So a little bit of a bonus one for a little bit of added motivation for improving your tickers, more specifically when you're on the rowing machine. And as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of the videos. Oh yeah!